Hey guys, watching Volgar's videos, and I've already done a review on Genesee. It's just a video on, well, this may be the last Genesee I come across. Well, you know, it can always come back or whatnot, but the place where I used to get the big tall cans, I Scarlet, tall can, 24-ounce cans, and it didn't have a flag design. This is actually a cool design, I think. The other one was just like this, but minus the flag. And it was only like $1.50, $1.40. Tastes good. I went to a Chevron a couple weeks ago. A couple weeks ago already. And walked in just to see what they had. And oh wow, Genesee! I had no idea. If I knew it was there, I probably would have bought it more often. Or, you know, bought it more than not. I only bought one, and I only had $3 on me, so I split with my buddy. And, yeah. First of all, they didn't even have a sticker, a price tag on it, so you just have to assume it's the same price next to it, which it was, but still, you know, that sucks to go up to grab beer and go up to the front and go, oh, that's actually, you know, $6.99. Oh, really? I thought it was only going to be $6.99? Well, whatever happened to $5.99 or whatever? A lot of people don't really care about $1, but you know, when you're not made of money and you only got what you thought you had set for that set beer, then yeah, you kind of care. And so I went there this last weekend. There was a piece of paper on the wall with a bunch of different beers. I can't remember the rest of them was. I think Hams was one of them. I could be wrong. But yeah, one of them was Genesee, and there's only two 6-packs left, and so yeah, here we go. It's funny, I grabbed it and went up front, and I was gonna buy it, and the chick that works there is like, Genesee, huh? I had no idea I've never even heard of it. It's like, that is kind of funny. You work here, you don't even know what you got. I mean, I don't know. Oh, probably not even a beer drinker, so whatever. What's funny is down the road there's the other store down the road has the same beer, not the same, but Genesee Ice. They've had it for quite a while, I think at least a year or two. And that's actually the cheapest beer they have in a 6-pack. I mean, they have, you know, cheaper single, whatever, but for a 6-pack, it's only $5 after deposit, which is dirt cheap, you know, and it's 5.5%, which, you know, more bang for your buck, I guess, more alcohol for the buck. It's not no malt liquor or whatever, so it's not like it's going to get you bombed, but, I mean, you drink enough of them, you will. Yeah, you know, if you've never had Genesee and you haven't seen another review about it, it's very clean and crisp. It's kind of like PBR, but less to it. You know, PBR has like a lemongrass, and you know, it's a little more, I don't know, sour. That might sound like a bad thing, but it has, you know, a little more lemon and, you know, a little more to it. Just a tad bit. This is, you know, very clean, and yeah, it's not like Miller Screams corn or whatnot. Yeah. So, yeah. What have I been doing today? Working on a lawnmower, a Toro, you know, always Toros around here. I was gonna just do a straight across motor transplant. Take the motor from one where the transmission barely works. You have to like get it in a sweet spot. You know, it's got the personal pace thing, so you get it right in the sweet spot. And it used to work a little bit, but now it's like it's slipping transmission. It's, you know, it's really bad. Barely works, unless it's like, well, going downhill, duh. But if you're going on a corner and you hit a rock or not a rock, but you hit a bump or something, it jostles something, and then it finally grabs and starts to go. Other than that, no, it doesn't work. So one motor from one to another, where the motor like lost time. Or the skip time or whatever it was, because whenever you pull the rope, it just go straight back. I almost threw out my arm trying to start it last summer. And then everything you know, everything. I've done it so many times. It's so easy. There's only 3 bolts or 4 bolts. One for the blade. Then you got 1, 2, 3 underneath to bolt it on. And then once you get those bolts, you just undo the belt. The belt just comes underneath the pulley and pops it out. Then you take those pliers, clip that off for the blade brake cable, whatever it's called. And oh, and then the rope under the rope, and that's it. Well, I want to do a nicer job. So when it comes to the lid or the motor hat or the cover, I guess. Yeah, I did the other one, undo that, just perfectly fine. And the other one, there was like a bolt. I don't know, just a bolt set on top of the hole, so I couldn't get underneath it to unscrew it, and so I just tore apart the engine cover like it just it pissed me off. I just had to tear it apart, and finally, after ripping the last one, kind of find out like, what was it? Like, if you've ever seen a lawnmower, it's got the thing on the side where you twist on for the handlebar. Keeps the handlebar, clamped on. It was like that part where it's flat. And I'm looking at a toolbox. I don't really see anything that would closely resemble it. But I guess, yeah, this part right here. But instead of having some way to torque that or whichever, it's completely bald. And that's what was sitting in the little hole above the little tiny screw or bolt. And after I finally ripped that off, underneath that was I bent it like that far, straight up. I bent like that far to get that little tiny screw out. I was so relieved, so happy to finally get that fucker off and finally get the other engine cover on. Now it looks, I won't say new, but it finally looks, better. Because the other one had a big, the one that was on it, the cover, got a big tear on it. Like, I don't know, my dad got mad or something got caught on it when he tried to pull on something. It's ripped a big chunk off the engine cover. It just looked like crap. So now after everything's done, I was mowing my grandpa's yard. I only have like maybe 10, 20 minutes ago, tops. And that's why I came to the conclusion, either I go in there and ask him if he's got a 211, and then then I get caught in a conversation, and then time ticks away. It's 5:30 right now, and it's not summertime, so I don't have all the daylight left in the world. Or do I come back to my house and grab one of these? And yeah, and then with this, it's only 4.5, so I'm not really gonna feel too much of it. But I like this stuff. I wish it was more available in more places. It's kind of fun to go, oh whoa, there it is. Like, search so far and wide for something, then bam, there it is on the shelf. Kind of like an Easter egg hunt. Like, you don't know, and then you find it, you get excited just because you found it. But they stopped selling it because they're not selling enough. Well, there's no commercials, there's no advertisements, there's no sign outside that said, we have Genesee beer, nothing. So I expect to sell something without any promotion, come on. But yeah, if you come across one of these, make a video, comment my video, something. Yeah, I don't know. But yeah, I finally got the mower. Actually, the other mower is the one I usually use. It's got a better drive system left to it, and it idles kind of high. So when you hit tall grass, wet grass, it doesn't bog it down any. This one, for some reason, the handlebar, even though it's set high, it's kind of lower. So if I hit a bump, it would hit me right in the crotch or in the low gut. But it didn't happen, so that's good. And when I push on the handlebar, it doesn't really want to scoot. Like, I have to grab the handlebar, the metal part, and push even more in the plastic part of the part where you grab your handle, because that slides up and down underneath on top of the metal handlebar, and so I have to push that even farther for it to go faster. But it's still better than having to push a self-propelled lawnmower. I mean, that's the worst. I mean, that sucks. Especially when your wheel falls off. But that was on the other one. That was on the one I was using where the transmission works perfectly. But yeah, Genesee beer. If you don't know what it tastes like, it kind of tastes a little like Coors, but I don't know. Something about it, I just like it more because, you know, it's you can't just walk down to any store and buy it. You know, it's very exclusive, rare to find. So, anyways, this for 10 minutes. I didn't want to make 10 minutes long out of this, but whenever I make a video, it's always long. All right, see ya.